Hey folks, welcome back to another video. I'm trying to make a quick video for you today. Let's talk about first aid kits versus trauma kits. Now, there's a lot of terminology out there right now. You know, ifaks, blowout kits, stop the bleed kits, first aid kits, trauma kits, you name it. You know, there's acronyms and there's names out there for all of these kits. So, some of these acronyms and whatnot come from the military, and if somebody has never been in the military, they're not going to know what a blowout kit is. So if I ask my family members, hey, I need the blowout kit, can you go get me a blowout kit, they're probably going to bring me back a tire changing kit of some sort. I mean, that's just the blunt fact. I mean, it's true. So when we talk about first aid kits and trauma kits, yeah, they are different. You know, first of all, let's talk about trauma. What is trauma? Basically, trauma, the Webster's dictionary version is, it's an injury such as a wound to living tissue that's caused by an extrinsic agent. So you have a wound to your tissue, whether that wound is from a gunshot, a knife, a stick, somebody, blunt force, whatever the case may be. It's an injury. So that's what trauma is. So are first aid kits and trauma kits the same? Well, in my opinion, yes and no. First aid kits generally are going to contain basically your band-aids, maybe some gloves, some tape, you know, whatnot. Just your minor boo-boo type stuff. That's what a lot of people think when they think of a first aid kit. You might have a pressure dressing in your first aid kit or whatnot. You know, it just depends on, you know, what you are or how you have it set up. So, trauma kits. What are trauma kits? Well, trauma kits, what sets first aid kits and trauma kits apart is generally your trauma kit at a minimum is going to contain some type of a tourniquet, a hemostatic agent, pressure bandage, chest seals, and whatnot. That's generally, that's at a minimum what your trauma kit's going to entail. So my whole thing is, what I like to do with my kits is I incorporate first aid type items within my trauma kits. Because again, therefore, if I ask somebody, hey, can you go grab me a trauma kit, they're going to say, well, they might say, well, what's that? You know, the first aid kit. Oh, okay. So everybody knows what a first aid kit is. So my whole thing is, if you use common terminology, especially with your family members, people that's not been in the military and whatnot, you're going to have a better outcome in the situation. Because in a high stress, stress environment and whatnot, if something goes down, especially with a family member or whatnot, the last thing you want to be yelling out is, you know, for a blowout kit, and nobody knows what a blowout kit is. So, and again, that happens in high stress environments, as most of you well know already. So my whole thing is, I call my kits, generally I call them all first aid kits. You know, that's just me. Again, just because of that reason, because if I say, hey, go grab me the first aid kit, I know that I'm going to have a pressure bandage in there, some type of a hemostatic agent in there, and probably a tourniquet in there as well. That's just how I have mine set up. So I can go and say, hey, grab me the first aid kit, and I know that I'm going to get what I need. So they're minimizing the confusion. So anyway, just thought I'd take a quick little minute and talk about first aid kits and trauma kits. You know, again, that's my personal opinion on it, and you know, I think that if you incorporate a little bit of each, or a little bit of the first aid type stuff, your minor boo-boos, band-aids and stuff, incorporate a little bit of that into your major trauma kits if you can, then I think in a true situation, you're going to you're probably going to be better off, especially if you go to tell somebody else, hey, can you go and grab such and such kit? Unless you already have that worked out with your family, your squad, your patrol, or whatever you're with, unless you already have those commonalities and common terminologies worked out prior to, then you should be okay. But anyway, my 2 cents on trauma kits and first aid kits. Again, I like to incorporate a little bit of first aid in with the trauma kits. That way I know that if I call on somebody to get me a kit, I'm going to have everything in there to treat that particular wound, whether it be a small wound all the way up to a major wound. So anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Do you carry a kit every day? I carry a kit every day. Do you carry a kit? What do you put in your kit? So leave your comments down below. I'd like to hear what you put in your kits and what you call them. So thanks for again for watching, and until seeing another video, always remember your PPE, plan, prepare, and exercise. Get your training now, folks, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video real soon.